Get up and get a damn J-O-B. Sound familiar? Well, then you might live in one of the states we're going to be talking about today. We all know someone who's too lazy. They're always flipping through their phone, sleeping, and just being real bums. Sometimes you just want to kick them in the butt so they get their act together. Anyways, today, we're going to measure how lazy people are in different states in America. You can actually measure it. You just have to know where to look. I looked at the Bureau of Labor Statistics to see which people work the least number of hours. Also publicly available on the internet is data on who doesn't work at all. So if we call your state's name, consider yourself triggered. Just look at this video as another excuse so you don't have to do anything for the next 12 minutes. Now, normally we'd fly or drive to each state, but we're lazy, so we're gonna take the bus. Then we can just sit there and zone out as we pull into Ohio. O-H-I, oh no! Who saw this coming? Probably anyone who's from Ohio. The reason it's on this list is pretty straightforward. Residents are working less than other states' residents are. Here in Ohio, the average work week is 37.9 hours. Compare that to Alaska, where they work 41.6 hours each week, and you'll see a really big difference. What would Ohio people doing an extra 3.7 hours a week? Ask someone in Dayton. It's actually pretty easy to tell which Ohio cities aren't working hard. Here's a busted list of the cities in Ohio with the highest unemployment rates. Huber Heights, 8.3%. Busted. This city just north of Dayton has the highest unemployment rate in the state. Hey, Ohio people, if you want to play the blame game, start with them. Even Chillicothe has a 4.5% unemployment rate, if that puts things into perspective. All right, time to board the bus. Now we have to ask where we're heading next, hoping for a long bus ride so we can do nothing. Oregon, that's a long ride. Here in Oregon, the percentage of people working is 62.5%. That's the 12th lowest in America. And the number of hours worked is 37. That's the 9th lowest in this fine nation of ours. Now, who's not working in Oregon? It's certainly not the lumberjacks mowing down the trees. It's not the hardworking fishermen sailing in the breeze. Who is it? Oh, Antifa! The Portland area protesters who have tried to turn Portland into anarchy. Yeah, they're definitely lazy. See, Antifa doesn't really have anything to do all day except put their mom's clothes on and go out and act all Windows smashy. The police are sick of them. In fact, Portland police are having trouble hiring new officers because no one wants to deal with them. They could try to get jobs and then actually have something to complain about, but that would mean they might face rejection in life. Again. Where are we heading next? Our fare says Michigan, so we're in for another long bus ride where we can just chillax. Here in the Wolverine state, only 61.5% of Michiganders are working. And there's plenty of jobs. We looked. There's 107,005 jobs right now. Even if these guys surprisingly actually went to work, there would still be 100,000 jobs for anyone in Michigan to fill. Now, if the unemployment rate is 4% and there's 10 million people in the state, that means there are 400,000 people out of work and 100,000 jobs unfilled. Lay to the Z. Take away their welfare and watch how fast most of these people get jobs. Now, who's not working hard in Michigan? It's not the UP. No, they work hard up there. Ann Arbor? No, they're all going to college. Oh, I see who they are. Well, actually, it's not just Detroit that f***s up the stats in Michigan. Their friends in Flint are right there with them. Benton Harbor? Yeah, we see you. Hamtramck? Yes. Muskegon Heights? You can't hide from us. Okay, enough of Michigan. Let's get back on the bus and head to our next state, which is California, people. With a stop in Albuquerque. Yuck. Here in the land of I don't give a shit, the number of hours worked is 37.8, and the unemployment rate is 4.4%. Both are in the bottom 10. Now, I grew up here, and I saw firsthand the large number of people who simply stand around. No jobs, no plan, just chilling. And don't let the Central Valley fool you. There may be some hardworking farm laborers here, but as a whole, 6 of the nation's cities with the highest unemployment rates are in California's Central Valley. Just wow. And there's probably like 25 Del Tacos there that would hire people like right now.
Del Taco makes 4 kinds of burritos.
Hot stuff. Del Tacos, your burritos are hot stuff.
Being lazy is part of the culture in Southern California and in the Bay Area the most. In San Francisco, people are so lazy that they actually live in tents or sleep in doorways of buildings. Some even poop in the street. There's even a poop map, an app used by Bay Area peeps to mark the places on the sidewalk where they spot poop. The map's pretty full. If you're so lazy that you can't even leave your tent and walk to a bathroom, you deserve to be on this list. Leaving that poop hole, we can't wait to take a shower and hop on the bus. Vroom vroom, everyone. We're heading to Arkansas.
Nick, you should talk about the large number of
Mappy, where'd you get that?
in San Francisco.
Mappy, that's poop. Mappy touched poop. Nasty. I'm gonna start calling you Poopy. Poopy Mappy trying to give me advice. So Arkansas's numbers are really lousy when you measure their enthusiasm for work. Less than 60% of the population in Arkansas is in the job force, and people who do work average less than full-time each week. We're gonna get on the bus without Mappy as we get ready to head on over to the hardworking, not really, state of West Virginia. West Virginia has the lowest number of people in the workforce at 54.3%. That means nearly half of all West Virginians don't work. Sure, many are on disability and some are retired, but that's still a really high number. And sadly, West Virginia also ranks high for having the least number of people working per household. That doesn't necessarily mean they're lazy. It means there's a lot of households where either one person doesn't work or it's a single parent situation. Single parents work hard for sure. The only reason West Virginia doesn't rank way higher is that the people who do work really long hours. And their commute times are really high too, because the place is all spread out. Why are some people in West Virginia picking up the slack for so many others? Interesting. As we get ready to board, we ask where the next stop will be. Alabama? What the? That's gonna be another long ass bus ride. Where are we getting all the money for these expensive fares anyways? We pull into Alabama just in time for mashed potato martini hour. You've never heard of this? You should try it. We will. We're collecting unemployment. We got this. Is this you, Alabama guy? You guys waiting for football to start, or is it still NASCAR season? Here in the heart of Dixie, the population just isn't trying hard when you look at the data. In Alabama, only 58.8% of the population's in the labor force. That's just plain lazy. Additionally, the number of hours worked is only 38.8. That means Alabamans are working the 6th least number of hours in the whole country. Alabama also has the 2nd lowest number of workers per household in America. Again, that means there are lots of Alabama households where one person is too lazy to get a job, or it also means there's a lot of single parent working households, which sucks for that single parent because that's hard. Hey, you still with us? Pay attention. We have to get off at our next stop soon. In Kentucky. Oh joy. Here in the Bluegrass State, only 59.8% of the population's in the workforce, and people work about 38.5 hours a week total. Both are in the bottom 5. Whence are the lazy people in Kentucky? There really isn't a big city here, so it's hard. Is Kentucky lazy? This doesn't help. They have a lazy river. Hey, that actually looks like fun.
Did you know Kentucky's one of the worst states for millennials to live?
Mappy, what's on your leg?
P from San Francisco.
Whoa, somebody peed on Mappy? Who would do this? I'm calling the San Francisco Police Department right now.
San Francisco Police.
Hi, is this the SFPD?
Yes, it is. Are you reporting a poop?
Yeah, and a pee. Someone peed on Mappy.
Is that a poem?
Mappy, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's bad. You should probably take a shower, little fella. Okay, so we have to get on a bus for a couple more stops. Thinking about that pee on Mappy makes me wonder how dirty my shoes are after walking through San Francisco. Okay, cool. The bus is arriving in our second laziest state, Mississippi. LOL, ROFL. Here in Mississippi, it's pretty much lazy town. 58.4% of the population is currently employed, and people here work about 38 hours a week. What makes people lazy anyways? Well, according to Wikipedia, which uses some really big words, laziness is a habit rather than a mental health issue. It reflects self-esteem issues, self-confidence issues, and a lack of interest in pretty much anything. Aw, Mississippi, I feel bad for you guys. Are you sad? Is that why you're lazy? The problem with people who don't work is they usually get in trouble. Yeah, that's right, Super Gay Cop. Good point. It's been proven that not only do chronically unemployed people spend more time in jail, the people who spend lots of time in jail become chronically unemployed. All right, we punched our last fare and we're heading to the beautiful state at sunset, New Mexico. Here in the Sunset State, 56.5% of the population works, and people work less than 38 hours a week. How on earth do many of you do it? There's lots of jobs in New Mexico after all. There's actually 19,656 jobs. Okay, that's it? And if you don't want to do any of these jobs, New Mexicoans, there's plenty of other things you can do for work. You could run a hotline and just talk to people all day.
I think I'm a good kisser. Oh, I think. From what I've heard, from what I've been told, the feedback I've gotten is you're a great kisser.
Or you could be a video gamer like this and make millions of dollars.
Wow! You can plan cushion shots.
It went in!
Right.
Come on, New Mexico, you can do it. Get up early, find a purpose, stay positive, and shoot for the stars.
Show 'em you're a tiger. Show 'em what you can do. The taste of Tony Frosted Flakes. Wow! We got the tiger in you.
And you. If Tony the Tiger can't motivate you, there may be no hope. Okay, so that's it. Hope you're proud of yourselves, mister. If you're curious, here are the hardest working states in America. Hope you learned something today. We did. And if you're looking for some inspiration, hope you found it. It's America. You can literally do anything you want. You just have to earn it. If you're in one of the states we talked about and you're still with us, congrats. You accomplished something today. The end.
Don't forget to subscribe and watch the next video. We also have a second channel called HOMESNACKS Jr. Those videos are also great. You should subscribe to that one too. Bye!